everyone, Lucimus Prime here. So it's time for another action figure unboxing and review today. And in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing this time a figure for a Marvel supervillain. And this, of course, is an enemy of my favourite superhero of all time, Spider-Man, based on, of course, a live-action portrayal of him, where he's not really a villain per se, but he starts off as being someone with a characteristic of a villain, but he's actually a good guy all this time. And this character I'm going to be unboxing a figure of is none other than SANDMAN, as he of course appears in the film Spider-Man No Way Home. So there's the title there to prove it, and of course there is the 3 Spider-Men. And this figure, of course, is based on how he appears, of course, when he's made out of sand entirely, and not based on his normal human appearance. So this box comes with the figure itself, and also as well some alternate hands, 2 of which are massive, and the ones are like normal human-sized ones. And I think these pieces here are meant to be where the big hands go in, when you, of course, put them on him. So that's what the figure looks like. On the back there's a pretty cool picture of the 3 Spider-Man there, which is pretty awesome, seeing him in action. And there's also some text which I'll read out, which is, Flint Marko, stuck in sand form, must go with the flow to get himself back home. So that's, of course, the description there. Now, when it comes, of course, to what I of course, think of SANDMAN in the films then, so he, of course, first appeared in the film Spider-Man 3, which I, of course, have here on Blu-ray, which I think is an underrated superhero film, and SANDMAN was definitely my favourite part of it when it comes to the new characters, and I think Thomas Hayden Church did a really great job playing SANDMAN, definitely favourite role of his to this day. I think he did a really great job, and it was also as well a pretty cool surprise to see that he was coming back as well in the film Spider-Man No Way Home, which I, of course, have here as a Blu-ray Steelbook, because obviously, of course, I didn't see SANDMAN appear in the first trailer. It wasn't until the second trailer came out that, of course, it was confirmed that SANDMAN would be appearing in the film, because he appeared, of course, in the final battle scenes. Because obviously, of course, the first trailer emphasised the return of Dr. Octopus alongside Electro, and also as well the first confirmation of Green Goblin coming back as well. So it was definitely a big surprise to see SANDMAN come back, of course, based on the second trailer of No Way Home. And what I thought was interesting about SANDMAN's portrayal in No Way Home is that in the entire film, he of course appears where he's made entirely out of sand for some reason. So I personally thought that was interesting and quite peculiar, really, because his ability to turn into his human form, really, of course, like it did in Spider-Man 3 at several points. So, and of course, the reason why he's got a sand appearance in the film is because they couldn't get Thomas Hayden Church back to reprise his role physically for a part. Instead, it's only his voice as SANDMAN, and he's played by doubles. With, like, I think it's like a CGI mocap suit or something. So sadly, Thomas Hayden Church couldn't play him in live action just with his voice. But I personally didn't understand that, because they were able to get lots of the actors back from, you know, the older films, but not Thomas Hayden Church or Rhys Ifans as Lizard. It was his voice as well for Lizard. So, and also, if it's due to COVID problems, then okay, but couldn't they have also filmed him remotely? Because it's been done before in which an actor has filmed their part for performance remotely and got digitally inserted into the film alongside other actors they didn't actually film scenes with. So surely they could have done it with Thomas Hayden Church and Rhys Ifans, right? Of course, but sadly not. But for what it is worth, though, Thomas Hayden Church still did a great job reprising his role vocally as SANDMAN. He still got it to this day, absolutely. So now, let's get the figure open, shall we? So hopefully it should be easy to tear out, because it's like plastic attached to, you know, like a sheet of cardboard. So if I just tear this carefully. Oh, right. Oh. So I tear this out now. So inside plastic packaging is the figure itself with the hand accessories all there. So if I just take them out one by one. So they also appear to be covered some sellotape wrapping them around them, so that means they won't fall out, which is handy for security. So here are 2 normal shaped hands here. These are like alternate hands if you want to have them with them more opened up, because the figure's hands which are on him now are like fist shaped, so that's probably why, for the sake of differences. And here are 2 stumps, which I of course assume is what the big hands go into. And speaking of the big hands, here they are right now. These are pretty cool, I must say, really, so you can customise. So, do they go in like the top area, I think? Well, I hope they do. Or is it the bottom one? I'm not sure, to be exact. Maybe like this or something, possibly. Which is it's pretty cool that you can customise them and build them. And now, of course, let's take out the figure itself. And here is the figure of Sandman. So this is definitely a pretty cool figure, I must say, of Sandman. They did a really great job designing the character, like how he appears in No Way Home, where he's made out of sand and he's showing it. So posability wise, arms can go 360 degrees, and they're all secured too, which is pretty good, so they're not too loose. They can go to side, so T-pause. And elbows can also fold as well, which is nice, and legs can also move forwards, but not too much to the back though. So it pretty much has the same plausibility as the other figures by Hasbro, which I've unboxed before, really, you know, Marvel, Star Wars, etc. And the legs can also fold really well too, which is good. So yeah, the legs and arms are very well secured in terms of plausibility, so we're not too loose, which is really good. And the head can also turn on 360 degrees. And I assume that the hands are removable easily, so I can, of course, replace them with these. So yeah, that's what I'll do. So yes, it's definitely a pretty cool figure of Sandman, I must say, really. I think Hasbro did a really great job of designing this figure of Sandman, based on how he, of course, appears in No Way Home. So that's, of course, my figure of Sandman. Definitely a really cool figure, I must say, absolutely. And I'm hoping to get other figures from No Way Home soon as well. I really would love to get them. So this is me, Coach Joe, unboxing my figure of Sandman as he appears in the film Spider-Man No Way Home by Hasbro. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell us in the comments what you guys think of this figure of Sandman. If you have it, let me know in the comments below. If you want to get the figure, I'd recommend if you like Sandman as a character, or Spider-Man No Way Home, the film, or Spider-Man or Marvel in general, definitely must-have figure in my opinion. Also, be sure to join the team by pressing subscribe for this coming future, and with great power comes great responsibility.